Ronald Reed was a janitor. He worked at a gas station for most of his life. He drove a second-hand car. He wore clothes held together with safety pins. Richard Fuscone was a Harvard-educated Merrill Lynch executive. He had everything: the career, the mansion, the connections. Ronald Reed died in 2014. He left behind an estate worth $8 million. Richard Fuscone filed for bankruptcy around the same time Ronald Reed died. Morgan Housel opens The Psychology of Money with these two men and asks a question that changes how you think about wealth forever. If finance is a skill, how did the janitor beat the executive? The answer, he says, has nothing to do with intelligence and everything to do with behavior. Welcome back to Brief Mind Books, where we break down the world's best books into the ideas that actually matter. If you're new here, subscribe. We post every week. Let's get into it. Idea 1. Nobody's crazy. Everyone's shaped by their experience. Here's something Housel says early in the book that reframes everything. No one is irrational with money. They're just working from a different set of experiences than you. Someone who grew up during the Great Depression will think about money differently than someone who grew up in the 1990s tech boom. They're not wrong, they're shaped by what they lived through. A person who saw their parents lose everything in a crash will be terrified of the stock market. A person who only ever saw markets go up will take risks that seem reckless to the first person. Housel's point is this: your personal experience with money is maybe 0.0001% of what has happened in the world economically, but it's 80% of how you think about it. This matters because when someone else makes a financial decision that seems crazy to you, they're not crazy. They're just reading from a different chapter of history than you are. The takeaway: before you judge your own financial choices or anyone else's, ask what experiences shape them. Empathy is the first step to better money decisions. Idea 2. Wealth is what you don't see. This idea hits differently once you understand it. Housel makes a distinction most people never think about: the difference between being rich and being wealthy. Rich is what you see: the car, the house, the watch, the clothes. Rich is income and spending, visible, immediate, impressive. Wealth is what you don't see. Wealth is the assets that haven't been converted into things yet. It's the money sitting quietly in an account, growing, compounding, untouched. The person driving the Porsche might be rich, or they might be one missed paycheck from disaster. The person driving a 10-year-old Honda might be building generational wealth. You genuinely cannot tell from the outside. Housel writes that the only way to build wealth is to not spend money. And that sounds obvious, but we live in a culture that rewards displaying wealth, not accumulating it. Social media is a highlight reel of consumption. Everyone is performing richness. Very few are building wealth. The takeaway: stop trying to look wealthy. Start trying to be wealthy. The two are opposites. Idea 3. The power of enough. This is one of the most important words in the entire book, and it only has 6 letters. Enough. Housel tells the story of 2 writers, Kurt Vonnegut and Joseph Heller, at a party thrown by a billionaire. Vonnegut points out that their host made more money in a single day than Heller ever earned from his novel Catch-22. Heller smiles and says, "Yes, but I have something he will never have: enough." The inability to define enough is one of the most dangerous financial problems a person can have. It's why people who earn millions still feel broke. It's why hedge fund managers risk everything and lose it all. It's why perfectly comfortable people make reckless bets chasing just a little more. Housel calls this goalpost moving. Every time you reach a target, the target moves further. You're always one step behind where happiness is supposed to be. The antidote is knowing your number. What is actually enough for you? Not for your neighbor, not for your social media feed. For you, in your life, for what you actually care about. The takeaway: define enough before the world defines it for you. Because if you let the world decide, it will always be more than you have. Idea 4. Time is the ultimate financial weapon. Here is a fact about Warren Buffett that most people don't know. Warren Buffett is worth approximately $80 billion. Of that, $75 billion came after his 65th birthday. His investing skill is extraordinary, but his real superpower, according to Housel, is that he started investing at age 10 and never stopped. Compounding is one of those concepts that everyone understands and almost no one truly feels, because the early stages look like nothing. You save diligently for 5 years and the number barely moves. Then something shifts and the growth becomes almost violent. Housel uses a thought experiment. If Buffett had started investing at 30 instead of 10, and stopped at 60 instead of continuing into his 90s, his net worth would be about $11.9 million, 99.9% less than what it actually is. Same strategy, vastly different outcome. The only variable is time. This means the most powerful financial decision most people can make isn't picking the right stock. It's starting now, today, with whatever you have. The takeaway. Good investing isn't about the highest returns. It's about pretty good returns, sustained for an unusually long time. Idea 5: save for no reason at all. Most financial advice tells you to save for something specific: a house, a car, retirement, an emergency fund. Housel goes further. He says the most valuable savings you can have is savings with no purpose attached. Why? Because life is unpredictable in ways you cannot plan for. You can't save specifically for a global pandemic. You can't save specifically for losing your job in an industry that didn't exist 5 years ago. You can't save for a medical emergency you haven't imagined yet. But general savings money sitting there with no label on it gives you something more valuable than any specific purchase. It gives you options. It gives you control over your own time. Housel writes that the highest dividend money pays is the ability to wake up one morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. Not because you're rich, but because you're not desperate. The ability to wait. The ability to say no. The ability to take a risk without catastrophic downside. These are what savings actually buy you. The takeaway. Savings isn't about what you're saving for. It's about the options it gives you that you can't even anticipate yet. Here's what Morgan Housel wants you to take away from the psychology of money. 1. Nobody's crazy. Your financial behavior is shaped by your personal history, not your intelligence. 2. Wealth is what you don't see. Stop performing richness and start building it. 3. Define enough. If you don't, the goalpost will move forever. 4. Time is your greatest asset. Start saving and investing now and let compounding do the heavy lifting. 5. Save for no reason. The options and freedom that savings gives you are worth more than whatever you'd spend it on. The Psychology of Money is one of those books that doesn't tell you what to buy or sell. It tells you how to think. And that's the part nobody teaches. I've linked the book in the description. It's an easy read and an important one. If this helped you, subscribe to Brief Mind Books, new breakdown every week. Next week, Think and Grow Rich, the one chapter most people skip, and why it might be the most important one in the book.